it's Bradley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. So before we get started with today's video, go ahead and hit subscribe for your girl and like this video to see more. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so today's video is going to be me showcasing my favorite fragrances and beauty products for the moment. We've seen these videos on YouTube forever and I've never made one, and I was like, why are you not doing that? Get on that. So that's what I'm doing today. So a lot of you guys know, some of you guys don't know, I've been trying to add fragrances to the mix when it comes to getting ready, just because I've seen other girls do it and I'm like, you know what, that's true. And I used to do little fragrances and stuff when I was in middle school, but it was more like, you know, the little body sprays and stuff that were, you know, more alcohol based and they burned off, so you had to keep spraying it and stuff and drowning yourself in it, and maybe open the bottle and pour some on your clothes so you think it can last longer. And then I just stopped. Don't know why. I feel like fragrances just bring something, just that element to you where it's like, when you step out the house, not only do you look good and you feel good, but you also smell good, and in the mix of that, it's beautiful. And I've also been still learning some different techniques when it comes to makeup. I've been trying different techniques. I've been using different products, and the products that I am going to showcase, I have purchased all of these more than once, some of them 2 or 3 times. So that's really great too. So then I can really show y'all the nitty-gritty when it comes to some of these. So we're going to start with fragrances first. So for me, I like bougie, I like luxury, because I feel like some of them, they last a longer time when you get higher quality fragrances. So, you know, that's a little expensive, and your girl's still working a 9 to 5 and has bills to pay. So we can't spend $300, $400, $500, $600 on fragrances just because we want to build up our, you know, library. And if you're like me, I would say I'm an impulsive shopper, but I'm a little smarter now because she's a little more grown. But if I want something, I'm going to buy it. And I just don't see myself buying all these expensive fragrances right now, especially when I can't do it. Or if I can, but like, it just doesn't make no sense. It don't make no sense right now, Poppy. It don't make no sense. So shout out to Dossier. Dossier is an affordable luxury fragrance brand. They did reach out to your girl and they gifted me some fragrances. So this is not a sponsored video, but they did gift me some fragrances to try out. And I'm so happy that they reached out to me at the perfect time, at the correct time, because like I said, I was looking for some. And the ones that I chose that they sent to me, perfect. Because I'm very particular when it comes to scent. I don't know if some of you guys know, I am a Gemini, a June Gemini, so I know some of you are going to want to know. I'm a June Gemini, and we're very creative people. We are very particular, and we like certain things, and we are crazy in a beautiful way. And when it comes to scents, that is something definitely still spot on with me. I like things that are very candy smelling, sweet, but I also like warmth. I also love vanilla and brown sugar and things like that. Those all don't sound that great together, but when they're blended with certain things, it works perfectly. And that is me. So I chose scents within those elements, and I'm really happy. And with Dossier, all of their fragrances, well, they start at 29 bucks. So 29 bucks versus 300, you know. And also the good thing is that they're very comparable to a lot of your luxury brands. So if you have a certain YSL, a Tom Ford, a Mugler, a Carolina Herrera fragrance that you like, but you don't want to spend that money on it, go on over to Dossier and she got you. You know, she has the comparables, which is great. So you don't have to spend your money just yet on something a little pricey, and you can get something affordable, and it smells good, and it lasts a long time. Because I have tried these fragrances too. Don't think I'm just showing y'all to show y'all. I have tried these. Like I said, I am picky and I am particular. You can ask my mama. She knows. She's probably watching this. She knows I'm particular. She says it's annoying, but you know, that's just how it is. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So let me showcase the first one. Now, if you watched my previous video, I did do a dedicated video on Dossier with this fragrance in particular, Floriental Brown Sugar. This one is comparable to one of the YSLs, and it is pretty much spot on. It smells warm, sugary, vanilla-y, It has bergamot, raspberry, and pear. It has the base notes of patchouli, amber, and vanilla. So this is my speed. And the bottle, if you guys can see it, so simple and chic. And it has a magnetic top that is, I don't know why I'm so into this, but I love it. So this has been a really great scent for me, and I just spray it on and it lasts all day, and I have gotten compliments on it. It's really good, and I'm so happy about that. And the newer one that I got is Floriental Almond, and it's the same packaging. So I believe all of them are going to be in this sort of packaging, and it has a magnetic top again. Just, it's really, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm a dork when it comes to packaging. I do have a degree in graphic design, so that probably makes sense as well. So I do have an eye for when it comes to packaging and fonts and colors, things like that. So that's why I geek out on things like that. So for the Floriental Almond, this one, I have the little card that it comes with. I will put up the little packaging, how it looks too, for you guys. The notes in this one is almond, peach, middle notes orris, orange blossom, tuberose, and the base notes tonka bean, vanilla, cocoa. So a lot of things that I like, and it's inspired by the Carolina Herrera Good Girl Eau de Perfume. So if you are familiar with that Carolina Herrera one, which I am, this smells spot on, and it just smells so like fun and slightly flirty, but it's also like, I'm that woman, you know, like if you smell this on me, don't come at me with no nonsense, come at me with business. But it smells like the sweetness gives it, like, she means business, but she's fun. So, you know, come correct, but you might have a little good time. It'll be cool, it'll be cute. So yeah, I really love these, you guys, and they just look so cute. They're just gonna look so cute in my little collection, and I'm so happy that Dossier sent me these. So shout out to them for helping your girl add to her favorites collection. So next, let's get on to the beauty, because I got a few products for y'all. So as far as beauty goes, right now I'm kind of doing a natural look. I didn't put foundation on my face just because I'm still trying to figure out what kind of foundations I like and don't. That's one thing that's been a little tricky for me. So if you are my complexion, or you are a makeup artist or professional that comes across this video and you're looking at me and you kind of have an idea of what fragrances or what foundations will go great on my skin, let me know. So right now, what I've been doing lately is just using concealer and spot treating, and then adding other things to my face. So I'm gonna let you guys know about the stuff for face. What I have right now, and I've been buying these I bought these so many times, too many times, are these Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless 24-hour concealers. So I have these two that I use quite often. You see, these are raggedy now, and I literally just bought these. I have in deep neutral, in a dark warm golden. The dark warm golden is what I have to highlight my face right here, and the neutral one, I just used it to spot correct some areas. And as you see, there is discoloration with my face, neck, and chest, kind of, just because I am patchy all over, but I know a lot of people are, so I wasn't really caring about that. So when you're doing like a natural look, if I'm going outside during the day, like that doesn't really show. But if I were to be on YouTube, not like this video, and want my, you know, face and everything to be one slate, then I would use a foundation. So, but these got these at Sephora, by the way. These concealers, I love them. For one, I am someone who likes watery or liquid consistency when it comes to concealers. The thick concealers, the thickums, Miss Thickums, they do not do well on my skin. I have acne prone skin, dry skin. You don't already know this if you've been watching my video. It's like, dang girl, your skin is still dry. Like, it's getting better, but like kinda. And the acne is going away as well, but just a thinner consistency when it comes to concealers just work better on my skin. It also blends a little better. So if you are a beginner when it comes to makeup like myself, or you're just trying to figure things out still, use a thinner one, because if you have the thick ones and you mess up, that's just a lot of product to waste. So these are really great, and like I said, I got these all at Sephora. These are at Sephora, so I'll link that down below. But Smashbox is a really good brand. So I'll stay on the topic of Sephora and things like that, because I have a few things from Sephora and a few things are drugstore. Excuse me. So the next one, well, next two, we're gonna start with this Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's rubbed off on the thing because your girl has used this so many times, and I got a sample of it and I really loved it. But this brow gel is just clear, just a clear brow gel. I like to use it to brush up my eyebrows, because if you're like me, my brows, they like to clump together and they stay in the center, so I have to really brush them out, and sometimes just with a regular spoolie doesn't work, so I need something that has some product on it, but I don't want it to be like color or anything. And this works really well, and then you just let it dry it down for a little bit and they stay in place the whole day. I have not had any issues with this. I do put a lot of it on, so if you do put a lot, it does get a little shiny, so just beware. So just, you know, just do a little bit and don't be like me and put a whole bunch on. Then I've been using this Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. They have a micro link one. It reminds me of the NYX micro brow pencil. I use that one a little more than this one, but they didn't have that one, and I tried this one out and it works pretty good. She's a little thickums as well, if you can see that. Like, she's a thickums, but it works really well when you're trying to get the arch or the tips of the ends of your brows on. I like this, and it has a spoolie as well, and I use that too. I just be spooling my brows, like I tell you, like they just clump together. I don't understand. Like when they are natural and in their own little thing, it looks like I don't have any brows until I brush them out, and it's like, oh, you do have some eyebrows. It's like, yes, I know. So now we're gonna go to Ulta / Beauty, or like drugstore. But actually, no, I lied. The last thing is MAC. I don't know if they make this still. I'm sure they do. This is the NW50 Studio Finish Concealer. It has SPF 35, and look at, I need to get another one. I am hitting pan. Your girl is hitting pan. It is gross, but I like this concealer for my under my eyebrows when I want to define them. So go to MAC if they have this still. I feel like they do. I've just had this one for so long because I had two of them. Someone gifted them to me for like a Christmas or something, and I had two of them, and this is the second one, and yeah, I love this stuff. So now we're gonna get to Ulta and drugstores. So I'm gonna start with primer. I feel like a lot of people don't use primer, especially when I'm watching videos, and I'm like, my skin needs some primer. Like, at least when I do my makeup. I don't know about y'all, I need primer. So I've just been using right now the Ulta Beauty Poreless Face Primer. I used to work at Ulta, by the way. I feel like I've said that before, and I like this primer. It's really nice. It's slick, it smooths and refines the pores, and it actually does it, and it feels really good on the skin, and it's just really simple. So if you just want something simple and just to try out when it comes to primers, just go over there and get them, and usually it's like a sale, like 2 for something. So there's that. And then we have, ooh, we got this one. This is one of my favorites, y'all. One of my favorites. We're gonna get into bronzer. I'm all over the place with these because these are just literally like a few things that I like. There is no particular order, but it's mainly stuff for face, but I feel like I already said that, but just to let y'all know. So this bronzer is from Revolution, Makeup Revolution. This is the Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in Deep, and this is how it looks. It's very dirty because your girl uses it. Low-key kind of gives me Charlotte Tilbury vibes with the packaging, but not that, but kind of. And this is what it looks like. It's a really pretty color, and they have a deeper one than this. I do have that one, but it's a little too deep for me. So I just used a little bit just to give me a little warmth around the face, as you can see. And it smells good. It's like it has like a florally scent, but it's so like a florally and a little chocolate note. Yeah, florally and a little chocolatey scent, but it's very subtle. So if you're not into fragrances or anything like that, you will barely smell it, but it smells nice and it works really well. They have a lot of different shades, and I love this because especially if you're a person of color, you look like myself or deeper, it's a way better now. But you know, like, we like bronzer too, and like it was a struggle to find some, like, for the longest time. So I'm really happy about those, and I'm definitely gonna look more into like cream bronzers and stuff next, because I do like the powder, but I feel like cream is gonna really do me well, even though I don't really like creams on my face. But I'm gonna try one, and if you guys know of one, let me know down below. Anything that you want to mention too, I'm down to try it, check it out too, and for anyone else. So let's just like all give each other like some good stuff to use. So the next thing is from one of my favorite, if you've been watching me for a while, you already know what brand I'm about to say. You already know what brand I'm about to say. I'ma wait. You gonna say it for me? You're correct. NYX. I love NYX. NYX, if you're ever watching my videos, I got a lot of videos where I'm saying this, but if you're watching my videos, hit up your girl. My email is in the description box. Like, I love y'all. I have a lot of NYX products, and I'm about to show 2 of them. Y'all probably know these products, because like, who doesn't love NYX? NYX, we're gonna start with this one first. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Blushers. Blushers. This one is in the color Bang Bang. It's a powder blush. Y'all, I have been using this color to death. Look how beautiful that is. It's not all orangey, and it's not a deep berry. It's just perfect, and it's pink, and it's pretty. I love this so much. I know like the packaging is dusty because she gets used a lot. NYX Sweet Cheeks. I haven't been into blush until like recent, because I hadn't found a color that I like, because like I said, I'm very particular. I'm very picky. I like certain things. And when I put this on, I was like, I should have went to NYX in the beginning. Why didn't I do that before? Like, the thing that I love about this, if this is one product, out of everything that I show y'all, if this is one product as far as makeup goes, any product as far as makeup goes that I have showed that you need to buy, it is this NYX Sweet Cheeks. Especially if you are just getting into blush, or you're trying to figure it out and you don't want to go too crazy, get the Sweet Cheeks. Get the Sweet Cheeks. The thing that I like about this is that you can put a lot on your brush, and you're not going to get a lot of product on your face. It's not like it's going to be you put all this product on your face. It's a blush that is very buildable, so you can add a lot, which is what I do. You can see it on my face too. It's very subtle, and I layered it on pretty well, and I like that because it's getting me used to the technique of adding blush. So if I do want to start using one that is more potent, I can't think of the proper word, but if it's more potent, then I have the technique down for 1. And 2, like I said, if you just want to try it out and you don't want to do too much, but then you kind of want to add some more, it is a great buildable blush. Like, I love this. The next NYX product, y'all already know. Y'all already know. The NYX Butter Glosses. These butter glosses, everything. And this one is in the shade Tiramisu. I've been really into pinky tones lately, which is something I've never really been into. I've always done like a darker brown and a gloss or whatever, just typical. And I've been very into the pink and the girly stuff, and I really like this Miss Tiramisu. I just put a little bit on. I did use a lip liner. I used this ColourPop lip liner This is from the Shayla collab, the Shayla ColourPop collab, and this is in the shade BFF. I'm sure they don't make this anymore. They don't have this anymore, I don't think. But it's just like a purpley brown, and I really like it. And it works well for me. At least I think so. And just look how that pairs together. It's so pretty. But this tiramisu is so pretty. It's the butter gloss. Like, y'all all know about this. Like, don't come on this video and tell me you have not seen this NYX butter gloss. Like, everybody and their mama has some. My mama has some. My sisters have some. I have some. I love this. I love this color. And I bought a few of them too, because I'm like, I'm really into the pink. It's very girly and stuff, and I've never been a girly girl or anything, but this just gives me a girly girl vibe that I've been missing in my adult life. So there's that. I lied about the expensive things. I have two more, and they're very important, so I don't know how I skipped over this. So we're gonna say the best one for last, but the next one that I'm going to showcase is the Laura Mercier sheer setting, the setting powder, the loose setting powder. This is translucent. I cannot speak. Okay, translucent and medium deep, and this is what it looks like. Let me show y'all that. This is what the powder looks like. This is like my second one, and I'm almost out of it. You can see in there, like, I'm gonna need another one. I love this powder. I use it all over the face. I use it to set my under eyes, kind of what I did today. It just works really great on my skin, and it's a nice finely milled powder, which works really well. So like I said, if you also are a beginner and you want to spend a little coin on some powder, then try it out. It's good. I like it. Yep. And last but not least, we had to save the queen, her product, for last. We had to. Like, I feel like y'all already know. Yes, you're right. Fenty Beauty. Fenty, if you're watching, it don't matter. Savage X Fenty, Fenty Beauty. Hit me up. Link, email in the description box below. Miss Brianna Girl, you know I love you. And I love this Fenty Beauty. Look at the packaging, for one. This is the Diamond Blonde. What? I can't even speak because I'm so excited about this. The Diamond Bomb overall veil in how many carats? First of all, let's get into the packaging. Bomb. Second of all, second of all, let's open her up. Look at that. Let's get into it. It's so shiny and diamondy. Like, you can't even tell me that this don't look good. Like, look at that. There we go. You see that. Get into it. I love this overall veil. I use this everywhere. Everywhere. I don't know if my boyfriend gets annoyed with me with this, because every time I see him and I hug him or something, he has glitter on him everywhere. It's because of this. But I love it. It's just so fun. He's always like, you are so shiny. Like, you're glitter. You got glitter all over you. I'm like, yes. And it's because of this. This is the only thing that I'm really going to try for y'all right now. Like, it's so soft and velvety. That's how it looks on your skin. If you put it on your hand. And then let's just look at that. It's just like a nice, shiny, just beautiful. That was today's video. It was very different from my channel, at least, but I had a good time showing you guys the things that I like. So if there was anything that caught your fancy, I will have them linked down below for you. And once again, thank you for Dossier for sending over some fragrances for your girl. And if you are interested in using any of their fragrances, you can use my discount code Bradleyevette10. It'll be down in the description box below as well for your first purchase. Alright guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye!